What's going on, everybody? What's going on, world? How you feeling? How you living? You already know who it is. It's your boy Jay, aka Big Daddy Beard. Welcome back to another episode of the Debate Table. Now, for those that are new to this is a podcast under my gaming channel, Big Daddy Beard Gaming Promotions, where we all meet at an imaginary table. Everybody pulls up a chair, and we talk about an array of different topics that you, yes, you, the live audience, the fans, the followers, all give me and topics to talk about that we debate on, where everyone can come through, give their honest opinion, their input, their take on whatever the subject is, all while vibing out and just having a really good time, because that's what it's all about here at the debate table. TDT. We topic, we debate, we talk. You guys know how it goes. So I want to welcome everybody in. This is episode 10. We're going to be talking about famous music producers. Now, for those who haven't gotten the opportunity to check out the Battle of the Beats this past Sunday, check that out if you guys are definitely all about hearing good music. This is pretty much serving as a follow-up to that bonus episode that I just did. So I hope you guys enjoy that one. I hope you guys also enjoy this one. We're going to have a lot of fun with it. I'm hyped up. Can't wait to talk about it. So before we get into it, if you guys want any merch, you see it, Debate Table TDT, yes sir. Hit me up. Let me know. You can contact me through Instagram. You can contact me through the Deedsville merch shop. That link should be dropping momentarily, so just be on the lookout for that, courtesy of my boy Deeds. Anything that you guys are interested in purchasing, especially if it's a TDT merch, just hit me up and let me know. So, let's start welcoming everybody in before we get started. Prince Marky D is in the building. How you feeling? How you living? Welcome. What's going on, Mom? Got my mom Jackie in the building. How you doing? How you feeling? How you living? Chocolate Drop, what's going on? Welcome, man. Appreciate you joining. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so before we get started, if there's anybody that wants to come up and join the live stream panel, just click on the link that you guys see there in the StreamYard. I'll be actually within the live chat. I'll drop it one more time for anybody that wants to come up. Now, just remember, if you want to come up, you can. Again, there's no pressure whatsoever. Just know when coming up, make sure that you guys have, you're in an isolated area, that you're not anywhere where there's a whole bunch of sound or a bunch of noise going on in the background and whatnot. Make sure it's quiet, secluded. Also, make sure that, you have good camera lighting and space and everything like that, so we can be able to see you and talk to you. Most importantly, if you're going to come up, definitely talk about the subject and whatnot. I don't want people necessarily just coming up and, being nonchalant and not saying anything. But again, that's completely up to you if you want to. If not, no pressure whatsoever. I will be seeing everybody's comments and as they're going on through the live chat, so don't feel like you're going to be overlooked whatsoever. But yeah, it's completely up to you. But those are the only things that I ask for. And also, of course, be respectful of everyone else that comes in and shows love and support to this podcast. So we're back again at the table. Everybody pull up a chair. Let's talk about it. Joe, what's going on? How you feeling? How you living? Welcome in. First time in your live. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I actually, Chocolate Drop, I feel like you've been here before. I think, you probably haven't been here to the debate table, but you've probably been to my live streams as far as like my gaming and stuff. I'm not too sure. I think you have, if I'm not mistaken. But either way, welcome, welcome. Grab your chair, pull it up, get comfortable. Let's get to it. So, again, as I was discussing earlier, for those who don't know, I did a recent bonus exclusive episode of the debate table called the Battle of the Beats. And basically what I did with that is I allowed several of my friends and family members that I know that have been really, really supportive, that are like heavy into music and also produce music as well. I gave them the opportunity to come through and showcase their beats in a nice little competition and musical vibe that we had going on. So what I wanted to do is follow up with that and talk about more of the world of music producers within this episode. So if you guys have been following the debate table, you guys know that recently I did an episode about one-hit wonder singles. And with that one, what I did was I introduced this new theme called Mount Rushmore 4. Now, basically what that is it's kind of like when you're talking about the top five, you know, if everyone says like, okay, what's your top five in like, for like sports teams or, you know, rappers or, you know, movies, things of that nature. In a sense, what I'm doing is the Mount Rushmore 4 to make it a little more challenging, a little more interesting, and, you know, really give you an opportunity to think. Now, again, what I've done is not only is it a Mount Rushmore 4, but I'm also giving you a +1, which I call an honorable mention, just to kind of give you more of a top five in a sense, but you have to have 4 solidified. What's it? I'm sorry, got stumped for a minute. You have to have 4 solidified ones to choose from that you would put into your own personal Mount Rushmore 4. Tristan, what's going on? Welcome in. Appreciate you coming through. How you feeling? How you living? I think I met you in Mrs. T's. Yeah. I remember you from there. But yeah, I appreciate you coming in though. But yeah. So that's what we're going to be doing. So again, as I mentioned, everyone here, including myself, we all love music. We're all fans of it, no matter who the artist is, who the genre is. And like I said in the Battle of the Beats, behind every great song is an even greater beat composed by some of the most amazing, popular, Grammy Award-winning producers that you've ever heard of and seen and known. So with tonight's episode, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about all of the different famous ones you know. Now, they can be from any genre. It doesn't have to strictly be hip hop or R&B. Again, any genre, country, rock and roll, electronic, you know, trap music, anyone you could think of, any producer that you could think of, whether it's, you know, music from the north, music from down south, west coast, east coast, wherever. So what I want everybody to do that's coming in and making their way in is start to brainstorm and think of which 4 famous music producers would you put into your own personal Mount Rushmore 4? If you had to choose 4, who would they be? Also, you get 1 honorable mention. Now, what we're going to do is, as everybody's thinking of their list and we're talking about it, towards the end of this segment, this is going to be the challenging part. What we have to do is we have to all come together, brainstorm, and give a majority rule on which 4 we believe should be in the Mount Rushmore Hall of Fame. I know that sounds challenging because there's so many great producers out there, but it is possible. We can't end the stream until we do it. So, so yeah, let's get to it. Welcome, and let's talk about it. I love music, love music. Oh yeah, me especially, like all different forms. Of course, when I was coming up, I was big on hip hop. But, you know, as I got older, I started expanding my mind and listening more and more to just different genres, different artists, of course. And again, like I said, different producers. Because like I said, they all have really great music. I mean, just absolutely timeless and amazing. So everyone start to brainstorm a little bit, put your list down. And while we're doing that, and I'm going to be brainstorming as well, because I really have to think about it. It's probably going to take me a little bit of time, but I'm definitely going to be brainstorming along with y'all. So let me know who would be your Mount Rushmore 4. Also, who would be your honorable mention? Let me know. Pharrell most likely is a yes. Okay. You know, it's crazy that you said that, Daniel, because Pharrell is actually one of them. So I'm going to run off a couple different names of just artists. I'm sorry, not artists, music producers. And if you know them, let me know what you think about them. If you don't, you know, perfectly fine. I can kind of give you a little bit of insight on them and whatnot. But yeah, let's talk about it. Recently, I've grown to love classic rock. Oh yeah, Chocolate. Classic rock is really, really dope. Soft rock too. I love it. I love like that laid back acoustic melody and vibe. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. So I truly love it. Okay. Oh, my mom, she's starting off already. Nice. Babyface, Teddy Riley, Jimmy Jam, and Terry Lewis. Whoo! That's not a bad lineup. That's actually not a bad lineup. Okay, Mom, who's your +1? Who's your honorable mention? All right. Chocolate Drop said Missy is my #1. Oh, I love Missy. Love Missy. You know what's crazy? with Missy. At first, I didn't really take her as a producer because, you know, when she first came onto the scene, she was more so, you know, like a rapper, singer. But then when I started actually looking at her music credentials, I'm like, oh, she's been around for a long time, even before things popped off with Timberland and stuff. And she's actually been producing since then. So she's kind of like in between, you know, so that works though. Let me see. Tristan said Ryan Leslie, The Dream, Timberland, and Rodney Jerkins. That's a nice lineup. That's another nice lineup. I like it. I like it. Okay. All right. So, and Atume, and you know why? Mom, I'm gonna get close up and say this. You nasty. Just like Too Short's album. She knows what I'm talking about. Big shout out to Atume. She produced so many albums for great artists like Tweet, Little Mo, and Fantasia. She definitely did, especially like, you know, her later years when she really started to get a big name and whatnot. So, okay, not bad, not bad. All right, so Chocolate Drop, you need 3 more. Actually, you need 3 more and a +1. So you got Missy. So who would your other 3 be? And who would your +1 be? Same thing, Daniel, you said Pharrell. So which other 3 are you putting in that Mount Rushmore, as well as your honorable mention? So, all right, I'm gonna read off some names. Let me know what you guys think about them. You know, let's talk about it. First up on the list, Dr. Dre. How we feeling about Dr. Dre? That's 1. I don't know many producers. Let me think. Well, that's actually good because I'm going to be talking about a lot of them. I'm going to name them as we go along. So no worries there. Raphael Sadiq will be a +1. Ooh, all right. You know, he's on my list too. He's on my list. All right. So Daniel said Pharrell is my honorable mention. Timberland, Quincy Jones. Okay. Tyler, the Creator, and P. Diddy. Not bad, not bad. All right. I'm loving this right now. I'm loving the vibe. I'm loving the energy. All right. So you said Dr. Dre. Okay. So again, for those who don't know Dr. Dre, world-renowned famous producer from Compton, extremely dope. Kanye West, he's another one. I'm just going to pretty much go down my list and just let you know everybody that I was thinking about, because I literally sat here for like an hour just doing like massive research, just trying to think of all the people that came to mind, old, new, the whole 9 yards. So all right, what y'all think about Kanye West? Anyone else that's in here, you know, definitely go ahead and give us your Mount Rushmore 4 list. If you're still thinking, you're still brainstorming, then, you know, it's okay. Take your time. All right. Give me 1 second. I'm going to send these links out to a couple people that want to come up and join. So, all right. So far on the list, I named Dr. Dre, Kanye West. How y'all feeling about that? For me, thinking about my list, because it's tough. It's definitely tough. I can say right off the bat, definitely Pharrell. He's 1 for sure. Pharrell and Timberland, I know those 2, definitely. Man. And I'm just thinking about the era that I grew up in. Like I said, I know a lot of the people from back in the day, but I'm just kind of thinking, like I said, I was born in '84. So I spent a lot of time in the 90s, you know, growing up. That was my era. That was my childhood. So I'm just thinking about all the people that I came up listening to. Because like I said, I was heavily influenced by, you know, hip hop and whatnot coming up. Mrs. EC is in the building. How you doing, Mama? Welcome in. Welcome in. Okay. Michael Jackson produced his own stuff. Not necessarily all of it. He had a lot of big name producers behind him. Quincy Jones was one of them. Berry Gordy, he was another one. I'm trying to think of some of the names. I mean, there's some stuff he did produce, but for the most part, he pretty much did. He had other people beside him. Like, for example, like Quincy Jones played a big contribution into his greatest selling album of all time, which technically is the highest selling album of all time. And y'all know what that one is. That's Thriller. So, you know, Quincy was all behind that. But yeah, but no, he's produced some stuff, like more so later on. But like, you know, first coming out the gate, mainly Quincy Jones, Berry Gordy, and a couple other famous producers. Okay. So for me, who did I say? I said Timberland. I said Pharrell. I don't know if you guys know Alchemist. He's more underground, whatnot. But again, he's been around for quite some time now. I mean, like, he's definitely in that list for sure. Like, I love his style, and you know how he's switched up and changed up over the years, but he's always still remained so dope. He's definitely in that list for sure. And I'm still thinking about the last two. The fourth one in the honorable mention. All right. So, all right. So far I named Dr. Dre. I named Kanye West. Jay Dilla. Anybody know him? Are you guys familiar with him? He's another underground producer. I'm not exactly sure where he's from. I want to say Chicago. I could be wrong, but I'm not too sure. But yeah, he's, for anybody that knows like underground hip hop, very, very dope. So yeah, for all those coming in, the topic is famous music producers. If you had to pick 4 to put into your own personal Mount Rushmore, who would they be, as well as your honorable mention? So 5 altogether, but you have to have 4 solidified ones. So who would they be? And it could be from any genre of music. Now, again, for anybody that wants to come up, I'll drop the StreamYard link so you can come on in. BOE Gaming in the building. What's going on? One of the participants of the Battle of the Beats. For those who haven't got a chance, definitely go and check that out. Real dope. Hope you guys enjoy that one. We are going to be doing Battle of the Beats too. It's coming very, very soon, so be on the lookout for that. But yeah, there's the link right there if anybody wants to come up. All right, so I said Alchemist, Pharrell. I mean, Neptunes. You know, you can pretty much say them. Timberland. I'm still thinking who would be number 4. XGA what's good, my guy? Welcome in. How you feeling? How you living? What's going on with you? All right, we got our first guest coming up. What's good, my guy? Welcome in. How you feeling? How you living? What's going on with you? All right, we got our first guest coming up. What's good with you? Hey, you gotta turn that down because it's the feedback.
I got it. Give me a second.
What's good with you, my guy? Ladies and gentlemen, my boy Sam, aka Classic. Like I said, one of the participants of the Battle of the Beats from this past Sunday. Y'all show him some love. Welcome him in. What's good, my guy?
Nothing much, you know, leaving work. And a topic talked about very heavily.
Nice. All right, so let us know, Sam. What's your 4 that you putting into the Mount Rushmore, and what's your honorable mention as far as music producers, famous music producers?
All right, so my 4, and this isn't in any order, goes Dr. Dre, Timberland, Pharrell, Swiss Beats, and if I had to honorable mention, believe it or not, Eminem.
Eminem.
He produces a lot.
No, yeah. No, he does.
A lot of hits. He produced a lot of, like, a couple of Jay-Z hits. Kanye, like, he's produced for a lot of people. A lot of songs you wouldn't even produce. He produced. He has.
Yeah.
I think he has just as much producer credits as he does like hits. Believe it or not, as an artist, it's crazy, and it's like the one thing that's not talked about on how successful he is as a producer.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Like I said, I definitely followed Eminem, as far as like on the production tip, just outside of him being like just like a dope artist and rapper or whatnot. So yeah, I definitely like stuff he's done for Jay-Z, for Nas, for his own groups, people within, his camp and stuff, Shady Aftermath. I was actually kind of surprised by that because he wasn't
Yep.
always producing. You know, I was just like I was saying with Missy.
Nope.
She didn't always produce. Like she started getting into it. Later
He's
on.
nasty too.
Was that?
I said, Missy, she's nasty. She got
Oh
some
yeah,
dope beats.
Missy's another one, just like absolutely dope off the top, like for sure. Eminem too. J. Cole, he's another one. Wasn't always producing, but he definitely does have his credentials and whatnot. As far as the production is concerned. So yeah, he's dope as well. So you said Dr. Dre, you said Eminem. Who were your other two? The other three again?
Neptune,
Neptunes.
Neptune, Swift, Dre, Timbo.
You said Swiss Beats, right?
Yeah.
Okay. He's probably trying to just fix his camera or whatnot. He'll probably be back up. But yeah, that's actually not a bad lineup though. Not bad at all. All right, I'm gonna keep going through my list and let me know who you think. Big Boy is one of my favorites. Big Boy, does he? I mean, he does produce, but he's kind of like Missy and all of them. Like he didn't start off producing, even though he's part of that group, Organized Noise, and that's like their production team. They're really dope too. That's Sleepy Brown. I'm trying to think who else is in there. I know it's Goody Mob. It's a couple of them. They're really really dope. But yeah, I don't know too many songs that he's actually produced and whatnot. Yeah, Andre 3000, I know he's part of it. But, again, like we're talking more so about like the actual producers. All right, hold on. Sam's coming back in. Hold on.
I'm back. They kicked me out. They said I was
Welcome back. Welcome back. You said what?
So they said I was ugly and I couldn't read good, and then they kicked me out.
Nah, you good, man. You good. Okay. That's actually a nice little lineup that you mentioned there. Nice musical lineup. I can't even complain right there.
And honestly, that's because they've been an inspiration to me, and everything that I do. Like
Okay.
honestly, the way I actually like set up my choruses or my bridges actually come from listening to a lot of Dr. Dre growing up. My percussions, like when I was real heavy in like my percussion and my beats, I was influenced by the Neptunes. When it came to using strings and stuff like that, Swiss Beats.
Okay. Oh, nice. I didn't
So
know that.
I pull a little bit from all over, and then also I pull from my friends that make different genres of music that one I don't get, but it seems cool, and just to learn how to learn that concept for that genre, and then being able to try and implement it in my little hip hop, pop, R&B, electronic fusion, whatever, makes it pretty cool. And that's why my beats sound the way they do. If you really listen, it's influenced from so many different genres, and all the producers I named.
Okay. Not bad. Not bad. I was going to tell you too. Like I'm actually glad that you you mentioned that list because honestly, out of everybody in that list, I feel like your style definitely kind of leans more towards like the Neptunes and stuff. You know, just especially
Yeah,
based off the beats that I've heard. You know, the
yeah,
ones
it's
that you played
poppy.
for me within our conversations, and actually within the Battle of the Beats too. You definitely give off that Neptunes type of vibe. So
Yeah, it's gonna make you dance, baby. Make it do what
yes,
it do.
sir.
Hey, I was looking for you.
Hey, look, that you did. That you did. All
You
right.
know, I'm
So
all about dancing.
you said what?
I'm all about dancing and romancing.
Hey, just like the Jackson 5 said, dancing, dancing,
Dancing,
dancing,
dancing,
dancing machine.
dancing machine. Oh, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay,
Automatic,
so
systematic. Don't get me started. J5.
look,
It's the real
listen.
J5.
Yeah, right. The original J5 before the one in Blank Man.
Another guy.
Oh, you are a fool. All right. So
So
Chocolate Drop said Sylvia May, Mike Will made it. Sylvia Massey, Wonder Gut, and honorable mention T Pain.
Mm. Oh, you know
Hmm.
who else I forgot? I know you said five, but I got a six. Quincy.
Oh yeah, he's actually on my list. I actually just formed a list,
Quincy.
and just going off all the names, you know, just to
Oh,
kind of
I
give
thought you was about
people
to
an
say
idea.
Rick James.
Rick James,
I
no,
was like, wait, what?
no. Said, I don't care what people have to say. T Pain is super talented. Oh yeah, yeah. There's no question about that. But he's another
Chisel.
one too. He kind of falls into that. Well, actually no, because now thinking about it, he has always been producing. Because he definitely did a lot of Akon stuff, which I didn't know about.
He's actually done of uh a lot of songs in the pop lane,
Oh
production
yeah,
wise. And he's been ghosting forever for R&B, pop rappers too. Like it's crazy. Like if you really look into like your favorite artists, like someone's like really big, someone like T-Pain, someone who's been in the game for a very long time. They're not just a singer, they're not just a rapper. They've done other things too. Most of them are also producers, like they have production credits, in their catalog as well.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Um, yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, it's coming back to me. Yeah, T Pain, he definitely has done a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, but T Pain, that's one of the greats
That's
right
Pain.
there.
Tallahassee Pain.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, so yeah, for all those coming in, the topic of conversation is when it
Top
comes to
five singers
famous
of the line.
music producers, huh?
Hmm?
What? No, what you say?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, yeah. So the topic of conversation is when it comes to famous music producers, which four would you put into your own personal Mount Rushmore as well as a plus one? Now, keep in mind, towards the end of this episode, we're going to figure out which four are going to go into the Hall of Fame as well as our honorable mention Hall of Fame. So just kind of keep that in mind. So I'm gonna keep going down the list of all the people that I've mentioned. So far, we say Dr. Dre, we say Kanye West, we said Jay
Ooh.
Dilla,
You said
um,
Dilla?
Jay Dilla,
Yeah.
yeah, Dilla's dope. DJ Premier, Timberland, obviously. He's
CeeLo.
actually in my four.
You got CeeLo Green too. Don't forget about CeeLo.
Yeah, but you CeeLo, that he's with I mentioned that Dungeon Family, Organized Noise. That's all of them.
Mhm.
That's CeeLo, that's Outkast, that's Sleepy Brown,
Yeah,
that
that's
whole
Dungeon
team right
Family.
there. What's that?
That's the Dungeon Family.
Yeah, Dungeon Family.
Killer
It's a
Mike.
couple of them.
Yeah.
You
Purple
know who
Ribbon.
they're like the down south version of Diddy's
Wu
group, the
Tang.
Hitmen.
Or
What
Wu
happened?
Tang. I said they're the down south version of Wu Tang.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
was saying from a musical production standpoint, they remind me like a down south version of Diddy's group, the Hitmen. They're actually on my list too. That consisted of him. It was like I think it was like 12 producers. And they did all the bad hits.
O-Town.
What happened?
I said, you said Diddy's group. I thought you were about to say O-Town.
Nah, no, I'm talking about the Hitman. That's what they were known as. It was 12 of them. And I know Stevie J, you know, for those who watch Love Hip Hop and all that, he's part of that group and stuff. And they've done pretty much everything that you know for all the bad artists. Biggie, Total, everybody, all the big names. All right, hold on, I got another guest.
Come on in.
Come on in. Pull up a chair.
Oh, this guy.
Yo.
What is this, Fresh Cut Weekend? I'm slacking?
Yeah, man.
Look,
gotta be fresh. What's good? Everybody welcome my youngest brother in. Cheech. Fly and flashy over there. I see you. I see you.
Yes, sir. Yes,
all right,
sir.
so Cheech, give us your Mount Rushmore 4 and one honorable mention as far as famous music producers. I feel like I know what you're going to say, but I still want to hear it.
You kind of know what I'm going to say first. I just want to start off and question your producer part. How you do not know that J. Dilla is from Detroit?
J. Dilla from where?
Detroit.
Detroit. I knew it was one of those.
You said Chicago. That's
yeah,
when I knew that. I was like, who's from Chicago?
He's from the Midwest. It's close. That's what he said to himself.
Thank you. Give me my credentials. Close enough.
It's black occupied.
All right.
No, Daniel, that is not Cheech Marion. This guy, man. Said it's a lot of people. Yeah, make sure you guys don't have anything else like playing in the background. People are saying that there's feedback and stuff. All right. So, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Cheech.
Yeah. So I think that my 4, I pick people that I go back and listen to. And for me, production is always an experience. In hip hop, especially the trademark producers from when we were growing up and listening to them, they all have their own style. And when one of their beats played, you knew it was them. You know it's them.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, some of the people that you mentioned before, you know, are in my top 4. So Alchemist, you know, I'll start off with him. You know, Alchemist is one of those producers that he goes in between mainstream and underground. You know, like he has hits that people don't know about, you know, but then you go back into his archive once you do hear his beats and you realize how long he's been producing and making hits for people. So he's definitely in there. When I listen to him, I get the sense of like a psychedelic drug, you know, if you will, especially his production style lately. Like he's infused this sort of dark and gritty, you know, sense of, you know, artistry with just this like you're on a psychic trip, you know, like you see people wearing those tie-dye shirts with all the colors on it and stuff like that. And it's very vibrant. I'll say that Alchemist. What you
The
say?
line's muted.
I know. I didn't say anything. I was trying to unmute it. I said, don't you be talking about my people, my music festy people, in our tie-dye shirts or no shirts at all.
Yeah, but you know what? Like, you'll find Alchemists at some of those festivals, and I think the other thing that we keep in mind is like not just producing but DJing. You know, it's like they do that very well on the side of some of the producers that we end up talking about in this episode. So Alchemist is definitely up there. I'll say his music, it paints a picture with colors that you don't even really think about. You know, you open a Crayola box, one of the real expensive ones, and it's got those like, you know, indigo matrix or some mess like that. You know, like Alchemist. Alchemist knows how to make beats like that, you know, with those kind of colors that nobody's using, you know. So he's one. 2, I'll have to say DJ Premier, because
you know what I was thinking? He's my number 4. I had to really think about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the thing with DJ Premier is he was one of the first ones, in my opinion, like especially when you get into like the golden era of hip hop, which is like late '80s, early '90s. Him with Gangstar and just the bevy of artists he helped put on the map, and as well as you know, keep making hits for it to help them stay relevant. He has a style with his drum pattern. Um, you know, there's a lot of people like the way they chop up samples. Like for example, Kanye West, like he does, you know, Chipmunk Soul, what they call, where he speeds up the record,
Yeah.
and you can hear like, especially with a record like Through the Wire or something like that. But DJ Premier, his trademark to me has always been his drum pattern. It's like you can either tell that it's him, or if it's somebody that is emulating him, you can tell that he was their inspiration. Um, there's just something about that boom pop, boom pop, like it's he doesn't use a lot of hi hats or tops, you know, in his records. It's really all just, you know, bass and kick, or kick and snare rather. Um, you know, and he lets this sample breathe on the track. I like, you know, that he does stuff like that, and he also makes records like out of very small sample sizes. Like some people can take a portion of a record and they'll really elaborate on it with a lot of instrumentation. Like they'll add, you know, synthesizer, they'll add like different chords and stuff like that, piano stuff like that. But DJ Premier's beats, like his sampling, is very simplistic, um, and not in a bad way at all. Like it's amazing how little he's able to do and make it sound like a lot. And he's one of the only people, in my opinion, where it can be the same loop, but it's so addictive to listen to that it's just like it keeps you nodding your head for hours. Like, you know, I have a stiff neck listening to Premiere on a road trip. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. Like, I gotta. He makes. I gotta exercise my neck. Like, you know, I gotta
Right?
go like
Ah,
just make
I
sure the
know.
muscles are right. You know. So he's definitely number two.
Okay.
Now.
Yeah, I honestly, I not to cut you off, but like I know how you feel like in regards to like Premier and Alchemist. Alchemist, you know, like he just his beats remind me of like that sunken place, but
Yeah.
not in like a negative way though, like in a real dope creative way. Like it just feels like you're going to a whole nother stratosphere, galaxy with it. So
Yeah,
it's definitely dope on that standpoint. Like you said with DJ Premier, just that like you said, you got to exercise your neck because constantly bopping. And here's the thing, I don't have much of a neck according to what my lady told me. Like it's not much, you know.
That sucks to suck.
Huh?
I said suck to suck.
Shut up. Anyway, yeah, so I don't have a whole lot of neck, but I'm still able to bop in a sense, you know. But yeah, definitely Premier. Because I think the very first song I heard that he produced that just had me like, oh man, was Gangstar Mass Appeal. I just remember hearing it and loving it and just like whoo, that bop. But go ahead, keep going now.
Yeah, so I want to say old school Kanye. And really, well,
you don't like gospel Kanye?
Kanye? I like new school Kanye because I was listening to, you know, his portion of Pusha T's record, and it's like the old Kanye is still in there, if you will. You know, like I could listen to what's the track that he's got on there? Dreaming of the Past. Like
yeah, that song's dope.
Kanye,
the one he did on
here's the thing about Kanye, and the thing is, like, as a producer, if you've ever come across a sample that you like, but you haven't made the song yet, like if you ever come across a sample that you like, and you're just putting it into a drum machine, you're chopping it up, and putting the samples into each pad, Kanye's beats always sound like he's making them on the spot. And what I mean by that is, it's like you find a good
He's
chord.
using like a loop
Exactly,
master or
like
something.
it's like if you listen to Dreaming of the Past, like there's the one part like during the chorus, like during the little interlude, um, where they're like, it's the money, it's the something, yeah, the money, and then yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Jaden?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So like during that part, like he repeats the loop midway, and I can just picture him pushing that one button. I could picture him pushing that one button on the sample and like for hours, just like pressing that one button, just like in the studio before even finishing the song. It's like sometimes you can envision the way producers are making the track while you're listening to the song, and that's the vibe that I get
Hey,
from
what
Kanye.
up, yo?
Like it's crazy. Yo,
What's
Jules, what's
going
up,
on?
man?
What's going
Yo,
on,
what's
bro?
hey,
I
bro?
haven't
I
seen you
haven't seen
forever,
you in a
man.
minute,
What's
bro.
How
good
you
with
doing?
it? Chilling, man. Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
y'all welcome.
Yeah.
Who I
I
also
put it some
found out was
on.
my cousin as well. How crazy is that? Welcoming my
Yeah.
cousin Jules. What's good with your family?
What up, Cuzzo?
What's what's going on? Rochelle, how you doing? Welcome in. Don't think I forgot about y'all making your way in and stuff. What's going on? How you doing? Welcome. So yeah,
Yeah.
everyone that's coming in, the topic of conversation is when it comes to famous music producers, which four would you put into your personal Mount Rushmore, and as well as one plus one honorable mention. So
Mhm.
you said
Absolutely.
Jules Santana and E40.
Jules
Those
Santana.
are they don't produce, Daniel. You're
They
just naming
make
artists. We're
records.
talking about producers. But
I got an
yeah,
Well,
Cheech, go
honorable
ahead.
mention, but I don't have.
I'll say this to everybody in the comments that's like kind of throwing out artists that they enjoy listening to. You know, producing a record is a two-way street. Like, of course you're making the record, but you're also, of course, you're producing for somebody. So, you know, if you produce a track and you throw together people that don't sound right on it, like that goes a long way to making a hit record. Somebody's audio is like
Oh, my bad, bro.
free coming in here with the Megatron frequencies, like you know.
Yeah, listen to everybody that's coming up. Make sure you don't have other devices playing in the background because it's going to create that echo and whatnot.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you
But
were saying? Oh, he's saying Jules Santana. He's saying Jules. Somebody that's your cousin. Yeah, yeah. I get it now. My fault.
okay. Yeah,
All right, go ahead, Cheech. Go ahead.
yeah. But you know, like I was saying, like when you're producing a track, it's not just the producer; it's also the artist. Like you know, Kanye back in the day when he was putting people on the map and he was making records for like Keisha Cole, you know, and Beyonce when she was starting her solo career and stuff like that. Um, you know, and Alicia Keys. Um, he made tracks that fit their style. You know, he and even like people like Dr. Dre, very underrated, not just producer but engineer. You know, mixing a track, getting all the audios right, getting the levels right. You know, something that he I don't know if he still does it now, but what he's done is before is like when he had his Beats, you know, brand, he would test out the car sound. So he would produce a track, and you know they would install Beats audio inside the cars, and he would test out the songs in the cars to make sure that the beats, you know, that the sound
That
quality was good inside the vehicles.
check to see if it was hitting.
Exactly. So you know that goes a long way when you're not just like naming producers that make good beats, but you also got to keep in mind the artists that they work with, what it takes to make a hit record. You know, so I understand people in the comments when they throw out certain artists that aren't necessarily known as producers, but they orchestrate a lot of tracks. You know, people question like, oh, well, DJ Khaled, like DJ Khaled doesn't like what does he do? But you kind of learn and figure out that he knows how to put artists together. He knows how to put producers together to make the songs that people didn't even know they wanted to hear, you know. So it goes a long way, you know. That being said, my number 4, and I really had to think about this. But my number 4 is like is a producer that virtually nobody really knows about. His name's Apollo Brown, and like I said, when
I
I
know
think
Apollo.
you know Apollo Brown, yeah, but not a lot of people know Apollo Brown because he's underground. You know, like he's not really on that mainstream level. You know, and I wish he was. But Apollo Brown's beats for me are an experience. You know, I talk about that knowing how producers, you know, like knowing their style. You know, when you hear a song, like that, it's automatically them. And what Apollo Brown does, he has this staple where when he samples a track, he leaves the vinyl recording at the beginning of the track so you can kind of hear the crackling of the sample before the song comes in. And
Yeah.
it's just something about that vibe. It feels like, you know, I'm coming home from a long day at work. You know, I make a glass of whiskey. I sit in some like real like upholstery, like leather seat, and I just sit back. You know, like the little Maxwell thing where they had the speakers blasting, and it's just like you felt like you were sitting back in your chair and like the music is coming at you, like little Maxwell tapes and stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like listening to his music. And it's just a vibe that I can't explain, you know, but he's definitely my number 4. And my honorable mention is Ninth Wonder. And the reason I put him as an honorable mention is because he's not, even though
Damn,
he's
I
one of
was
my
on mute
favorite
the whole
producers
time,
all
man.
time. I go back listening to his music and I think about the evolution of certain artists, certain producers as they, you know, get older and stuff like that. And his style is very much stayed the same, but it's timeless. Like he can make beats for days, you know. And funny story, you know, about producers and why we need to give them a lot more credit when we're listening to songs is, you know, I was playing some records for my ex back in the day, and I was talking to her about Ninth Wonder. I'm like, did you know he produced this for Destiny Child? Did you know he produced this for Jay-Z? And she's like, what? That's him? You know? And it's like, once I did that for her, she started going back and listening to a lot of the producers that made some of her favorite records, you know, and realized like just how important producers are behind the scenes at making songs. It's like, yes, they become mainstream hits, and yes, the artist is the one that, you know, that is on the song and that you feel the energy of. But the producer, man, like we gotta show them a lot of love, and definitely have to show Ninth Wonder some love. You know, like this is one of the, you know, only kind of underground Grammy award winning producers, you know, that we still have, and what he's done for the culture. You know, as a hip hop professor, like he's a professor at Harvard. He teaches at Duke. Like this is a person that is a hip hop scholar. You know, and when producers, especially in hip hop and in
Yeah.
R&B, they sample a record.
Wait.
Oh, what? Yeah, what
Uh,
is that? What's that?
Hold on a second. Yeah, I'm not sure who that is, but it's a crackling sound. Whoever that is, you got to fix that because we can't even hear anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
yeah. Um, yeah, like when producers sample a record, they give a lot of history and knowledge to that. You know, like I can remember, you know, listening to Jay Dilla, and you know Jay Dilla's you know, song with Common, "The Light," right? And I hear that sample, and it's like, whoa! Like I actually want to listen to the original song. And you listen to the original song, and it's "Open Your Eyes" by Bobby Caldwell. And then you start going into Bobby Caldwell's like discography and listening to all his albums, and you find more songs that were sampled by him. You
And then
know,
you find
it's
out he
like,
was white,
and
and it
then
shut
and
down
then the
Facebook.
thing that people find out when Blue Eyed Soul Brother to Bobby Caldwell was he's actually a white dude. You know, it's crazy experiences that sampling and that producers can give to music. You know, which is why it's really important to keep that memory alive with them. You know, but for sure those are my my 5. my Mount Rushmore.
Nice. You took us through a college lecture right there. That was dope. Hey, look.
Felt like I was at
But
Berkeley.
hey, look.
Word up.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate that though. That look very insightful. You definitely gave a lot of insight on every producer and
He's
stuff
just
like
showing
that.
off.
So hey, look, man, A++. He's on his
Absolutely.
way. He's the next level.
And there's so many producers to talk about. Like, you can talk about Pete Rock, talk about Q-Tip, talk about Large Professor, like, talk
They're all
about
on my list.
talk about DJ Quick. Like there's a lot of producers.
Yeah, these are all people that's all on the list like that. So like as everybody's mentioned them, I'm pretty sure I got them all written down and whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what's up though. That's that's a nice lineup though. I can't even lie about that. Free, what's good, my guy? Welcome in.
What up? I might
All right.
switch cans. I might switch cans for a second.
Yeah, I had to do that.
I'll
Okay.
get my 4. So number 1 on my list, definitely gotta go out. That's my boy. He's produced a lot of tracks, that I rock with over the years. Number 2, I'm gonna have to go Ye. Because Ye damn near changed the game with his approach to music, the way he brought sounds to it. 3, I'm gonna have to go Premier, because Premier doesn't work with it on every classic hip hop album, every classic hip hop artist. You gotta put Premier in there. And
Yes, he has.
4, I go Dr. Dre. I gotta give Dre to say.
Yeah.
Influential. West Coast wouldn't be what it is to the game without Dr. Dre.
Mm-hmm. Who's your honorable mention?
Ooh, honorable mention. Maybe I'll go the Neptunes.
He said Ja Rule.
I said the Neptunes. I wish I would say Ja Rule. The Neptunes. Nigga.
Hey, don't be hating on Ja.
Yeah.
But come on, the Neptunes got a lot of classic tracks, a lot of classic artists.
Mm-hmm.
Hope them work with Pharrell on some joints.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely do. B.D.B.G.P boy, what's going on? Welcome in. Another participant that's going to be joining the Battle of the Beats Part 2. So be on the lookout for that. Merge, what's going on? Got my cousin Travis in the building. How you feeling? How you living? So again, the topic of conversation for all those coming in, if you had to put 4 of your favorite famous music producers into your own personal Mount Rushmore 4, which would they be? Who would they be? As well as your +1 honorable mention. So let me just go back. I'm just scrolling through, see what everybody's talking about. Somebody said oh, surprised no one said J. Cole. No, look, J. Cole, he's dope. But like I said,
You mentioned J. Cole.
He's one of those type. Huh?
I said, I think you or Cheech mentioned J. Cole.
Yeah, I mentioned J. Cole earlier. He's one of those ones. I feel like, you knew when he first came onto the scene, you knew him more for rapping. You didn't really know him for producing and stuff like that. Even though he does have those credentials, I'm thinking about people that when you first came onto the scene, when you first heard them, you knew them as a producer. Like Alchemist, you knew him as a producer. DJ Premier, Timbaland, RZA, people like that. All producers and whatnot. So that's what I mean. Not so much like the rappers or like the artists that they do produce, but you wouldn't really know unless you really check the linear notes and everything like that. You'd have to really look at their credentials and see. I'm talking about people like, as soon as you hear their name, like Timbaland, you automatically hear producing. You already know he's a music producer. Yeah, he does other stuff, rapping, everything of that nature. But we all know him as a mega producer. All right, somebody said there's a noise. Is there another echo? I don't know. Somebody's got it playing on another screen. All right, so So yeah, let me go back and add mines in. So I was still brainstorming as everybody was talking. So for me, I gotta say the Neptunes, of course, Timberland. I'm gonna say Alchemist,
Alchemist, yeah.
DJ Premier. Oh yeah, no question about that. If I had to say honorable mention, I'm gonna go with Madlib.
Yeah.
Madlib, he's
Merge,
dope.
who's Scoot
I mean,
Storch?
what's that?
Merge said Scoot Storch. Never heard of him.
Scott Storch.
You know who Scott Storch is. Cut it out.
That's not what he said though. He said Scoot.
Yo, what?
You know. All right, man.
Stop playing around.
Shout out to Scoop Storch.
Wow. Scoot Storch.
Scoop Storch. That's a good
Scooter
one.
Oop. Scooter Oop Boot. Scooter Oop Boot Storchy. So it's like his half brother.
Where are we putting Just Blaze?
Yeah, we definitely.
And Troy Boy, I see A-Rap music.
Man,
Great Dane's
Yeah.
pretty dope.
Man, I don't think.
Merz said Sunny Digital. I never heard of them.
Lil Jon. Sunny Digital,
Oh
really?
yeah, I'd have to someone would have to name a song or name something that they did, and then I
You've
would
seen the
probably
Lil
know.
Jon verses. Everything he played, he
You said what?
produced.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna keep going through my list of and again for everybody that's coming in, wait, all right, somebody else has got an echo going because I can hear it. I don't know whose that is. All right, I don't hear it now. Okay, good. All right, so I got Boy Wonder, Hit Boy, He Rock, RZA.
Hit Boy, RZA definitely up there.
Yeah, Hit Boy and RZA.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You said what?
Pete Rock.
Oh, Pete Rock.
Yeah, Pete Rock.
Hell yeah, Pete Rock up there.
DJ Quick.
Nah, man.
He said no.
He said, nah, what the hell?
Nah.
Yo, this is the most East Coast bias. What the hell?
Hey,
Jermaine Dupri.
he's on my list too, Jermaine Dupri. Hey, T, just funny because my barber, Sean, big shout out to him. He's actually in here too. He said the same thing. He's like, man, I am East Coast bias all day, every day. So that's funny. Hey, look, everyone likes what they like. I mean, I can't be mad at that.
Mm-hmm.
Drake got classics, bro.
Yeah,
but
he
like,
got classics, bro.
man.
You said what?
We said Drake. He trying to play Drake. Like Drake ain't got classics.
Man, I know Drake got classics, but I wouldn't personally.
Yeah, oh, come on. Dre has too many classics.
What about where we putting Q-Tip?
Q-Tip's up there because he's put a lot of stuff out.
I would put
Not to mention, the stuff that he did with Tribe too. So, gotta mention them. So, Banji Boy, he said Blockhead. Blockhead. I never heard of them. What do they produce, Banji? Let me know. All right, let me keep going through the list. We got Rick Rubin.
Ooh.
You know something? Like, I was listening to Rick Rubin, because he's given a lot of credit as like an architect of hip hop. And I don't want to take that away from him. But I listened to, you remember the classic thing that Nike did where they put Rakim and KRS-One and Nas, on the same track.
Oh yeah.
So,
What track was that?
Rick Rubin did that one.
nah, this was back in like 2007. Nike was doing a promotion for the Air Force One, so they made a record with Rakim, KRS-One, Nas, and Kanye.
Oh yeah, I remember that shit.
Yeah, you remember that, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
So Rick Rubin actually he did the original record. And so I listened to his version of it because they ended up doing a remix with DJ Premier. And if you watch DJ Premier's series on YouTube, he actually breaks down a lot of the records he's done in the past and how Nike reached out to him to do the remix for the song Classic. But the Rick Rubin one was already done. Like they had, done a special for it, pretty much did like a music video and stuff like that. So listening to his version, I get how he kind of combines classic rock and elements of that, into hip hop. And like if you were like the thing that Kanye in his music where he's always regretted is that his music doesn't sound good in a stadium. So when he made records like Big Brother, that was kind of supposed to be like a stadium record. Like you could go on tour and play in a stadium and it'll sound good in a stadium. But Rick Rubin has always made records like that. Like his ability to take what he did for Run DMC and all the way down, like all his music sounds good in a stadium. Like it has that feel. But listening to the song that he did with Rakim and Kanye and Nas and KRS-One, I just like the DJ Premier one that much better. Because it's not like Rick's style was bad, but I felt like for those particular artists making a record with them all together on one track, DJ Premier, like if you listen to the two versions of the song, like his version just has like a certain vibe to it that for Rick, if I was going back and hiring people to produce that record, he wouldn't necessarily come up on my list. You know what I mean? But he's definitely done a lot. He's a legendary producer, no doubt.
Did 99 Problems.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Absolutely. All right. Also, Benji said ASAP Rock is okay. He's a producer for him. Okay, I got you, Benji. All right. Thank you for clearing that up. All right. I saw people said Mike Will made it. So okay, he's on my list.
Mike Will made it up there. I ain't going. That's my boy. Got some joints.
Was that?
I said Mike Will made it. Got some joints. Bands are making dance. He got some joints, bro.
Oh yeah, Mike's dope. Eric Sermon.
Yeah.
I like Eric Sermon.
All right. I don't know about this one. I'm not really crazy about him. He's okay.
Polo to Don.
Polo.
What is that?
I said Polo to Don, Hit Boy.
Yeah, I mentioned Hit Boy. I mentioned Big Boy Wonder.
Did that? What I'm talking about, man? That's DJ Chump right there, man.
Who?
DJ. I don't know his
DJ too. The dude that you can't tell me nothing.
Can't tell me nothing.
What?
That was Kanye.
Nah, that wasn't a Kanye joint. Kanye.
All right. Travis said Lex Luger.
Yeah, I was thinking about him, but not really.
Yeah, Travis Scott got some beats.
Travis Scott got some joints.
Yeah, he does. I'm not the biggest Travis Scott fan like that.
Nah.
He's got some stuff, but I don't know.
He got a couple of hits.
I don't mention him like as like one of the greats.
mean, for his era, I think he is.
For his generation.
Yeah. I mean, I'm 36
Yeah.
years old, so I can't say for my era, but for the young people, I would say.
All right, so we got Justice League.
Yeah.
Okay. The Hitman, that was Diddy's group, like 12 people in there. I had mentioned it earlier, Stevie J and all of them.
Yeah.
What about the track masters?
Trackmaster.
Trackmasters, they're on my list.
By R. Kelly.
Oh wow.
Who?
R. Kelly. I'm being honest, bro. Like that boy got some hits.
I mean, we can't, but
Like, you know,
Gotta
I mean,
separate
we gotta
business
throw this
and
one for R.
personal.
Kelly in there.
you know how much stuff R. Kelly produced other than, you know, what's been going on
Hey.
on the other side of his music career?
All right, yeah, okay, there's still an echo going on, so I don't know if you guys have. If there's someone that has another device going on, because there's still somebody saying there's another echo. So I'm not sure who that is. If you have other devices, you got to turn the volume down on those and just use the one.
Yeah. I mean, I got my
Oh, so
air
mute
on,
one.
but that ain't about nothing, right?
Huh?
I got the AC on, but that ain't about nothing, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, does anyone else have any other electronic devices on that could be making an echo? Because I don't hear nothing now. Yeah, if everybody is up here, you got to use whatever device you're using to be on this panel, use that and mute everything else, because whatever other devices you have on is causing an echo. I can hear it too. All right, so R. Kelly though. But you know, like, all jokes aside, even with all the crazy nonsense he's done and stuff like that, he's got some heat though. I can't even lie.
Eric B.
Daniel, we are talking about producers. Chingy, come on, Chingy won't.
Hey, he might. Google him.
You said Chingy might.
Yeah. He probably produced Drake's last track. You don't even know.
Wow.
Man, look, go back into the live chat. Like, really? No.
You ain't know.
Producer.
Who did? You ain't know.
What about Eric B?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Dope. All right, I'm gonna keep going through this list. DJ Khalil.
DJ who?
Huh?
DJ who?
Khalil.
Khaled.
Okay. Nobody said that. I'll keep going.
DJ Khalil. No.
I don't really consider him a music producer.
Why not?
He's a music producer.
Being a producer isn't just about being the guy pressing the keys, inputting everything. You can be the guy sitting next to that guy telling him what to push. Producing is producing.
Well,
He ain't on my list.
he's a popular producer for those who don't know. He's a lot of West Coast stuff.
What about Swizz? Nobody mentioned Swizz.
Yeah, why nobody mentioned Swizz?
Maybe Swizz.
I did.
See, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to figure out my fourth person on my Mount Rushmore. Y'all already know my three. Probably.
Yeah. So I was just getting ready to ask you too, Jules. Who's your four and your honorable mention?
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to think of my fourth producer, bro. Swizz. Yeah. Swizz, bro. Since '98.
Who the other three?
Okay, but who are the other three though?
Yay. Of course.
Okay.
Neptunes. Is that considerable, like ahead on Mount Rushmore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So what's that right there? 3. And See, Alchemist Havoc is like the same person, bro.
Nah, Alchemist way better.
Nah,
man. You
bro.
gotta put respect to
See,
it.
I'm a Mobb Deep fan, bro.
All right, Havoc got some hot beats, but he ain't out there. I put after the roster. Yo, he did. We gonna make it. Like, what you mean?
All right, I'm going with Al.
Yeah, I love Havoc, but
I'm going with Al.
gotta put Alchemist over Havoc. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm going with Al. But did Jay-Z really
That's-
have a go-to producer?
Jay-Z has several. No ID, Clark Kent,
That's early.
Just, Blaze, Kanye,
Kanye, of course.
Young Guru.
He worked with
He
Neptunes
worked-
a bunch of times.
More, he did more with Kanye though.
Yeah, I mean Kanye did pretty much the whole blueprint.
Yeah, they had an album together. Like,
No, you're right.
so it's like I'll definitely put Ye over like anybody. I don't care.
Okay, and who's your honorable mention?
Derringer. My honorable mention. I like a lot of Griselda.
Yeah, Griselda boys.
So like, I'm pretty
So
much
like Derringer, you would say from Griselda?
Yeah. I'll put
Okay.
like my honorable mention. See, I like Dre. I definitely like Dre. I like Eminem. I like all of them, but they didn't really have that much impact on me like that. Like there wasn't like, oh, shit, I gotta go listen to this album. Like, oh shit.
When 2001 came out, you wasn't on that.
Nah,
I don't know.
I was on hold.
I don't know what you was doing.
Volume 3 came out.
That was way better than Volume 3, though.
Nah,
Yes, it was, bro.
nah.
Merch said Zaytoven.
Zaytoven got some.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's all right.
Nah, don't put some respect on that man.
Nah, he got some joints.
He got
man.
some joints.
What about?
About
All right, so Daniel.
I was going to say 40. Who said 40? Somebody said 40?
Yeah, I did.
Keep saying 40 because I like a lot of Drake too.
Oh yeah, 40's definitely he's up there. And he's done a lot for people even outside of this room too.
Jamie Foxx, that one joint he got with 40.
Which one?
He's another producer.
What's the name of that?
Man,
It was so high. You see how you remember the name of it, right?
with the joint with him and Drake on it, man.
Fall for your type for that shit.
Yeah.
That was a good track.
Yeah, that
That
joint.
was a good track.
See, that's
Okay.
I like a lot of stuff, but they wasn't like my go-to track.
Yeah, I mean, I like a lot of stuff too. But I'm thinking about those. If I had to name 4 and a plus one, who would it be?
Still got Swizz too, man.
All right. So yeah, let's keep going. So
I might have to play somebody with Swiss.
he said they sent his record. Chingy, what records did Chingy produce?
Timberland, but he was
All right. So he said Zaytoven. Daniel said
I'm
Robin
hopping in
Dick.
chat.
Robin Thicke.
Huh?
Is that Robin Thicke?
Yeah.
He does, but again, he's more known for the singer and the artistry
Right.
versus like really producing.
I mean, he got some joints. He's a producer.
But yeah, he's definitely got some stuff.
You know what I mean? He made the Billboard. You know what I mean?
Busta Rhymes produces right now too. I mean, most of these artists that have been out for a long time, they are starting to produce and whatnot. But again, most of them came onto the scene, rapping and whatnot. It wasn't like, they just came off like you knew them off the bat like a producer. Like you knew them as artists and stuff like that. So you naming like Chingy and all of that, Daniel. Like that again. These are people that we knew as artists, not really producers. Quavo from Migos. Quavo producers? I don't listen to Migos, so. All right. What's going on, Marvel? How you doing? Welcome in. So, for all those coming in, the topic of conversation is if you had to place 4 famous music producers into your Mount Rushmore, which ones would they be, as well as a +1? So I'm gonna keep going through the list. Let me know what you guys think. Heat makers. No.
Difficult, man. Difficult.
All right, moving on. All right, we did name Quincy Jones, so. Somebody you said Prince? Yeah, I'm just like looking at his catalog. He's done a lot of stuff. I didn't even realize it. Crazy. But we mentioned Babyface, Teddy Riley.
Nice.
Was that?
That's a good one.
Okay. Calvin Harris.
Calvin Harris.
No.
That's my shit right there. That's a bopper right there, bro.
Oh yeah. Calvin. Man, I like Calvin Harris.
Y'all can have that.
Man, that's a bopper right there.
Yeah, you can have that.
Man.
Can't leave out Barry White.
Who?
Oh, Barry produced. I didn't know that. Like I've always heard his music and stuff. I didn't know that he was a producer, Mom. That's new to me. Okay. We got DJ Mustard.
He alright. DJ Mustard got some joints. He got a lot of hits under his belt for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got hits. Yes, he got a lot of hits under his belt.
Yeah, he's dope. Kind of repetitive though.
Yeah, he is repetitive, but he got a lot of fucking hits.
Yeah, he did.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All the tracks you hear was on the beat, like
especially that One Summer.
Yeah, bro. Like every other track.
Yeah, like One Summer, bro. Yeah, he had One Summer on lock, bro. But that's like, but then again, every hot producer had a hot summer.
Oh, of course.
Pharrell, nigga had a hot summer every summer.
Oh yeah, I mean, Pharrell, he's
every other summer or something like that. Them boys are
I feel like Pharrell and the Neptunes, I feel like they're going to be mentioned like in the Hall of Fame for sure.
It should be Neptunes.
Because I mean, their sound always changed. You know, they had stuff for everybody, for just about every genre of music.
Yep. Especially when they first came out, they did albums for people. Remember that one group, Philly's Most Wanted?
Yeah. I forgot about that. They were terrible. I can't even lie.
I mean, shit. Justin Timberlake, all Neptunes that one album. Which one?
Well, I mean, that's Timberland though. You know, he's another one.
Yeah, Timberland do all the.
Hey, Miss T, what's going on? How you doing? Welcome in. So, for those coming in, the topic of conversation is if you had to place 4 famous music producers into your Mount Rushmore, your own personal Mount Rushmore, who would they be, as well as an honorable +1 mention? So Sam said he produced Oh yeah. I know he produced for LMA and stuff like that. Yeah, I definitely give him that for sure. All right. So yeah, everybody that's coming in, let me know what your list is of famous music producers. Again, it could be from any genre of music. Doesn't have to just be strictly specifically one. It could be any genre. Bruno Mars and Silk Sonic are amazing. Oh yeah, of course. But do they? I mean, they do dabble a little bit in producing, but again, they're more of the artists that you know them for like their music versus like their production, But yeah, I think they do some stuff though. Like especially now, I think they're starting to dive more into the production tip. I feel like a lot of the artists that are coming out now or have been out for a long time, they're definitely starting to lean towards that for sure. Like they're starting to do everything musically. So, who else? Who else we got? Well, Jules, you gonna love this. No ID, Just Blaze.
See, and that's a toss up, man. See, Just Blaze, man, I used to love Just Blaze beats. He just fell off. I don't know if he fell off or like the people who he produced for isn't rapping as much, but he kind of just
I don't see too many new Just Blaze.
Nah. I mean, he was on West Side Gunna joint, but that track is all right. Rick Ross.
I know the last song that I heard him do was for Little Baby. We Win. It was off the Space Jam 2 soundtrack. Y'all heard that one?
We'll talk about that Drake. Yeah.
Lord knows.
Yeah. That was a hot track, bro. That was a hot track. Lord knows with Drake and
Did y'all hear the one he recently did?
No, this is the one that was on Drake's album.
It was on Take Care.
No, I was talking about the one. I know he did Lord Knows, but he recently did We Win. Did you hear that song?
Nah, who that?
That's Little Baby and Kirk Franklin, and he has like the gospel in the background and whatnot. It's on the Space Jam 2 soundtrack.
That explains why I didn't hear it. Now you listen to Little Baby.
Hey, Just Blaze, sorry. We still love you though.
I love Just Blaze, man. But
I mean, if you're gonna say between the two of them, I would probably say No ID is better.
No ID got some points. I mean, the 444 joints are definitely like those were 8-1. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, and not to mention the stuff he did on the Jay-Z and Kanye, Watch the Throne.
Yeah. No ID is definitely up there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Daniel said I've heard that song. It's fire. Yeah, I like that song. I feel like that was Just Blaze's comeback in this thing. But I mean, huh?
You talking about the Little Baby joint?
Yeah.
Man, y'all got it. Come on, y'all.
I like the song.
Let's have some standards, man.
I'm not all crazy about like. I'm more so like the beat. The song is solid. I like the gospel singing in the background and the vocals and everything. But I'm not like all that crazy about I'm not a Lil Baby fan like that anyway. But other than that, though, I thought the beat was dope. All right. What's that?
I said you gonna start texting me links to Lil Baby videos and
shit. Yeah, all right. Never that. All right, so DJ High Tech.
In his day, he was that dude.
Yeah.
Huh?
I said in his era, he was that dude. back when we was in high school.
Man, nah, man. Man, nobody. I wasn't listening to High Tech like that, man.
Man,
What?
Thank you. Let them know, Jack.
What's wrong with you?
He said, "What's wrong?"
I'm trying to think when was he like?
Wally?
I know that track. That track was dope.
Yeah.
I remember you.
He did stuff on what's it called? For G Unit and all of them.
Who?
He did a lot of stuff for 50 and G Unit.
Who?
High Tech.
High Tech. When?
Around that time they did Beg for Mercy.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We was a G unit. Like
I wasn't G Unit. I was Hove, man.
He did stuff for Banks, all of them. Like a lot of, back when G Unit first formed, he did stuff for them. I'm just naming people that I know he did stuff for. He did a lot of underground stuff too for like Common and Quali and all of them, Most Def. But as far as like bigger names, yeah, he's done a lot of stuff. He's like that best kept secret.
They was selling 4 million copies. They was doing something right.
Exactly. All right. We said Raphael Sadiq. So Ryan Leslie, another one. I think is really dope.
Man, I like Ryan Leslie.
I know Sam. He mentioned Eminem. He said that was his honorable mention.
Nah.
I would put Eminem.
Free, your reactions are just priceless.
What Eminem beat was like that for you?
Huh?
It's like, what Eminem beat is a standout for you?
Renegade?
Rabbit Race.
Come on, man.
Rabbit Race.
Lose Yourself?
Lose Yourself was like, that beat was cool. It was cool.
I do feel like a lot of M stuff, as dope as it was repetitive though.
Sound the same. All that shit.
Yeah, that's all. He definitely had that repetitive vibe, but I mean, he still had some dope stuff though.
He ain't no Mount Rushmore.
Nah, he ain't. Yeah, he not. Nah, he ain't Mount Rushmore. He ain't changed.
No.
He ain't changed the game. Much for the game.
All right, Daniel said Neo, another record producer. No, I don't think he produced "Let Me Love You." I think that was Calvin Harris.
Who?
That song by Mario, "Let Me Love You." I think Calvin Harris did that one.
Let Me Love You.
Neo, he wrote the song. I don't think he produced it though.
Calvin Harris produced that?
I don't know. That wasn't a Mario.
You said Calvin Harris produced that?
I believe so.
What?
Yeah.
That white boy got some flavors, huh?
Yeah, yo, Calvin Harris is dope. Let me double check just to make sure. I know Neo wrote the song, but he didn't. I don't think he produced it though. Let me see. Oh no, Scott Storch produced that.
Scott Storch. Oh.
Yeah, that Scott Storch produced that song, Daniel. No, Neo didn't sing it. He wrote the song.
That do sound like a Scott.
He was one of the writers for that song. He didn't produce it.
Scotch.
Yeah, Scott Storch, he's another one. Oh, I was just gonna say that. The Cross by Nas. Eminem did that one, but that's not like one of his like big name ones. I feel like with Eminem, he's more so known for like Lose Yourself and Renegade, like those. Definitely like the top mentions. Pretty much the whole 8 Mile soundtrack.
They can still see that, right?
Yeah, that's what they see.
So this stuff shit don't matter.
Nah.
Oh, okay.
All right, welcome back, Chief. Okay,
Yeah, my
so
phone died.
oh no, you
That's a
good.
nice feedback you got, man. It's a nice
All right,
feedback.
so we need. Oh, he did do Moment of Clarity. I forgot about that one. Yeah, no to that.
Yeah, I would have skipped. I usually skip that song on the Black Album. I don't know why. I just usually skip that one.
Oh, Jules and Free are like they're the toughest critics in the world.
Just
Right.
Somebody said DJ Quick earlier, right?
Yeah, nah, no DJ Quick on there.
Nah.
Y'all are tough critics. And see, the fact that y'all don't say nothing, y'all reactions just say it all. Cause they just looking like, nah. Oh, Sam's he's naming all the stuff on fire, Lloyd Banks, Tupac, uppercut. Oh, who did on fire? Is that High Tech?
I checked it on fire.
I think that was.
That shit was
Yeah, I forgot about High Tech. He's up there too.
Yeah. Jules say he don't like High Tech, Chief.
You crazy.
Thank you.
You out your mind.
Yeah, it's 3 against 1, Jules. Need you to go back into the underground and listen to High Tech. So thank me in the morning. All right, so what about Stargate?
That lets you know what type of classic it is if you're going back to it and listening.
Huh?
I said a good producer had you going back and listen to the old tracks. I ain't hearing no old High Tech tracks.
Oh, you disrespectful. Oh, you disrespectful.
I'm just saying.
So
like,
disrespectful.
A producer, am I lying? Like a good producer had you going back and listen to their albums.
Yeah, like Round and Round either. He did the R&B joint.
Who?
High Tech. Round and Round.
You know, Jules don't listen to R&B like that.
I wasn't listening. I wasn't R&B type.
Just the Reflection Eternal stuff. Forget his solo stuff. Reflection Eternal is like one of the greatest produced albums of all time.
Oh, without question.
Is that on Apple? I'll listen to it.
All right, so Daniel said Akon. Oh, Akon's your cousin? You for real? I didn't know that. Yeah, Akon,
Man, Akon got some joints, bro.
Yeah, no, he does.
Akon got them joints. Akon got them EDM joints.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, I'm gonna keep going. We mentioned 40. Noah to be.
Who?
The Dream.
The Dream. Yeah, I say the Dream too.
All right. Yeah,
I say the Dream.
that was what we forgot. The Dream got some joints. Yes, absolutely.
I say the Dream.
Dream do got some bangers though.
Jay, and that's your phone.
Yeah.
Hey, Jay,
Huh?
Teddy Riley.
Like that.
Teddy Riley. Yeah, we did mention Teddy Riley.
You said what's going on?
I said that's your phone that sound like that.
There's echoing. That was you just now.
That's me?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Let me find out the host.
Yeah.
It was the host the whole time.
Yeah. Miss Hosting. I'm just playing, man.
How about now?
Nah, you good?
Nah. You gotta lag now. We can hear your voice and then we'll see your mouth move a couple seconds later.
Oh, it is? All right.
Yeah.
Let me try to refresh it for a second. Give me 1 second.
Heard you, bro.
See, that's not even on Apple.
What, Reflection Eternal ain't on Apple?
No.
Oh, that's wild.
reflection of reflection of current.
Are we the host now? This is our podcast episode now. Hey.
All right, y'all. Right. It's the takeover now, right? All right, so
that lasted for like
we're
5
gonna.
seconds. That lasted for like 5 seconds.
Yeah, I'm still not listening.
All right. How's it now?
Yeah, I'm not letting the disrespect towards high tech go. That's blasphemous. The unmitigated gall. I gotta start throwing out all the Stephen A. words on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just check it out, man. It got some good tracks on there.
yo, just 1 star on a whole track. There's only 1 star out of 20.
Wow.
Who starring that shit?
I don't know.
Wow.
Rod
They
David.
hate it. Well, they hate it.
Definitely are. Definitely. All right.
They know
Let me
they
keep going
just
through the
Jules.
list.
The hell with they.
Yeah.
It's definitely.
I'll listen to something if it got no stars. But y'all telling me to go listen to this track. It sounds like it ain't gonna be hitting. But I'm gonna listen to it though. I promise I'm gonna listen to it. I promise. All I got.
Yo, Jules, listen to Music Is My Life with high tech.
Same here,
That's
man.
nice.
Get back to me.
That's nice, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just listen to high tech's whole catalog. You won't be disappointed. All right. What about we mentioned somebody said Trackmasters. Who was that said that?
I said Trackmaster.
Okay. Someone mentioned Tyler the Creator. Yeah, he's solid.
I mess with Tyler heavy.
What about Cool and Dre?
Yeah.
You gotta mention them, yes.
I'll say Cooley.
You gotta put them on there. So you say
Okay.
Dre, I'll say Dr. Dre. Come
Um,
on, man.
I'll put Dre up there, bro, because he got some joints. Now I'm thinking about him. When y'all said the Chronic,
the who?
that is my album.
The Chronic.
No.
Oh, yeah.
2001.
2001. I think the Chronic is better than 2001.
Yeah, no, but 2001 came out and that was
Nah,
like,
see, 2001 I wasn't bopping to that, man.
So you ain't like forget about Drake?
Nah. Oh yeah. Come on, man. Stop that. Yeah. I was rocking with it, man.
Okay. So what are you talking about?
But I'm talking about as album wise, I wasn't listening to that. Volume 3 came out. That's all I was listening to. Ninth grade.
What's good, J Money from the Seisuno Cinco? How you doing? They said they're having a hard time hearing you, bro.
Yeah. And what does it sound like? Because I have my air conditioning on, which I said earlier. I don't know if it's like a buzzing sound y'all hear.
That's probably what it is.
You say you don't sound good. All you gotta say is yeah. Who acknowledges that they don't sound? You're supposed to fix it, like.
Yeah, right. Like that's what I said. Like anything, like make sure all the other sounds and stuff. Yeah.
He said, like, yo, Jules, you don't sound good. Like, yeah, what's the problem?
All casual with it, like, yeah. Like, no, you ain't gonna try to make the adjustment.
Right.
Yeah, your shit is whacked up.
Oh my god. Too funny. All right, let me keep going. I got a few more. Rockwaller.
That's the voice.
Yeah.
Reception.
Yeah, for Rockwaller. Okay.
Did he only have that one joint though for Meth and Red, or do you have more than that?
Who?
Rockwaller.
I like Rockwaller.
Rockwaller had a lot of stuff. You know, mainly Busta Rhymes he did stuff for, but Redman, Method Man, and all of them.
Eric Sermon did a lot of their beats.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right.
What's the other dark skin dude name?
What about Needles?
I don't know Needles. What do you do?
Needles did a lot of the stuff for Fabulous, on like the Soul Tape.
The Soul Tape joint went hard. I didn't even know who produced them.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, a lot of that was.
They was albums, yo. They was albums. I remember I was listening to
You
those.
said what?
Like, I said there was albums. I was listening to those like albums, like years later.
Oh, of course. They feel more like albums than anything. But yeah, Needles, he did a lot of the stuff on those mixtapes and whatnot. And even like some of Fab's later albums and stuff, he did stuff for. All right, Dre and Vidal.
Who?
No? Okay, moving on.
Yeah, I don't know who. Those sound like Dragon Ball Z characters that didn't make it to the main cast.
I could tell you more about them. Let me keep going through the list.
What about Paul?
Oh, well, Travis, he already said them, but Scoot Storch.
Scoot Storch.
Scoot Storch.
I'll give it to Scoop DeVille. I don't know Scoop
Oh,
Storch.
yeah.
I'll give it to Scoop
I
DeVille.
about Scoot DeVille.
That sounded good.
Oh, man.
He falls under the same category like Jelly Roll and all of them.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I like Scoop DeVille. What? That one.
All right, so Dre and Vidal, they did a lot for Music Soul Child, Usher, Mary J. You know, if you know your R&B, Jules, I know you don't, so just kind of leave him out of that.
Don't produce on their rap tracks, bro.
You got me with that.
All right. Jermaine Dupri.
I like Jermaine Dupri. I ain't gonna lie. I like Jermaine.
Yeah.
Play anything.
Okay. Rodney Dark Child Jerkins.
All the Mariah joints he did.
Even the stuff for Jay-Z, he did stuff for him too. Money in his thing.
Who else he did a lot of joints for?
Did he do All About the Benjamin?
Oh, that was a joke.
Did he do what?
So he did All About the Benjamins, right?
Nah, come on, man. Put some respect on Bow Wow, man.
I ain't putting no
Bow Wow. As a
What?
producer?
Bow Wow, man.
As a producer or as an artist?
Well, I know we're talking about producers, but JD did most of his production.
True.
That's not a great.
But he did good in his career. He wasn't like a bad
Of
rapper.
all the names you mentioned Bow Wow. Like, come on.
Master P?
You did good with Mariah Carey, but
Okay.
not no Bow Wow. Come on now. I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Master P and Lil Romeo.
Huh?
So what about Master P and Lil Romeo?
Fire.
I'm not sending you in the live chat. I'm bugging right now.
I don't know about Master P, man.
No. Damn. No. Absolutely not.
Somebody brought up Manny Fresh.
Manny Fresh.
Manny's on my list. Manny, he definitely has some bangers for sure.
We should pick a producer for each region. Midwest, New York, South, and West on Mount Rushmore.
I'm just thinking of everybody that came to mind. Like all the people that I know of from every genre, like the most well-known popular. I just made a list of everyone I could think of. But yeah, Manny Fresh is on there. I think did I mention Jelly Roll's another one I mentioned him. He's from the West Coast. Master P was dope, but not for Lil Romeo. I wasn't a Romeo fan like that.
Fire.
Huh?
What Jelly Roll do?
Man, shut up. You know, I'm no damn Romeo fan. Cut it out. Yeah, get shot if you want to. What about Tune?
DJ Tune?
We mentioned Tune.
Yeah, DJ Tune.
Yeah, we mentioned him.
Oh, you mentioned Tune already? Okay. Yeah, I like Tune.
Wait till I get my money right.
I know Jules will say yes to this one. Derringer, he's the in-ground producer for Griselda, for those who don't know.
Of course. Of course. They could be on my mount.
Daniel said, he said, you're sleeping, BDB, Romeo, we go. Nah, you need to go.
Fire.
Huh?
Fire.
Who was
The
fired?
comments have spoken, Jay. Your fans have united. Romeo,
Romeo's fire.
top 4, Mount Rushmore. You know, hip hop acts of all time.
Let me say this right now so that everybody hear it. I have a loaded gun in my closet. Next person that say I'm a fan of Nick Cannon or Romeo will get shot. Please believe that. No, hell no.
They can have bars. They can have bars.
What? Moving on, because I know y'all just being goofy right now.
No
You said
idea.
Apollo Brown. Megahertz?
I don't even know who that is.
He's done a couple of things for like Busta.
What about No ID?
Yeah,
We mentioned No ID.
Yeah.
Knots.
Pop Champagne producer.
Who's that?
Knox, yeah, I got Knox on my list. Knox is dope.
What is his name?
Let me see. Havoc, of course. Well, I think we mentioned him already.
Yeah. I know the Matrix.
But he's more like the Alchemist protege in a sense. Yeah.
Who? Havoc.
Alchemist protege.
Yeah.
He's an Alchemist protege? Like a tutelage of Alchemist?
Like he took Havoc under his wing.
Took Havoc under
That's
his
what I mean.
wing.
No, he did
Yeah,
not.
I said it.
The hell? What?
Don't you know my
Look, that's how I feel. All right. Don't get me wrong, Havoc's dope, but come on. I mean,
He might have made him like a better producer, but Havoc was already making hits before Alchemist came into the picture.
Yeah, bro. He definitely did have beats before out.
He was out.
look, what did I say?
Out used to, you know,
All right.
used to, when he first came out.
I don't know what the hell you just said. You about to make me get on my Stephen A. rant again. That's your problem. He's talking that nonsense. That blasphemy, that unmitigated gall, the audacity.
Let's see. That's a 9. That's a 10.
That's a 9.
I'm over here yeah, man, they about to have a SAM, a Stephen A. moment on me.
Wow.
But no, Havoc, he's definitely dope though. You know, but like you said though, I can agree on that. Like I feel like Alchemist definitely did make him a stronger producer. Like he was already doing it before,
protege.
but I feel like he definitely. Huh?
I said spell protege.
Shut the hell up. That's how you spell it. Try to play me right now. I don't have to take this, right? I'll kick everybody out. All right. Who else? Shorty Red. I've heard of his name before, but
I like Shorty Red.
No.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say.
You say yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
He did like 80% of Jeezy beats, and you know Jeezy was hot, man.
Mm.
Oh, listen.
I
know.
He gonna hate.
You gotta think of 101.
Drug motivation.
You gotta think of God. What about his first mixtape?
Shorty Red on the
What about Don Cannon?
Yeah. He did a lot of Jeezy joints too, by the way.
No, I like the beats. I'm just not a Jeezy fan. Y'all know that already. So, all right.
Man, he just put up Lil Baby and Kirk Franklin earlier.
I was mentioning the song that Just Blaze did for them. Like, I'm not a fan of them. I'm just telling you the song because y'all said that Just Blaze just fell off the map. That's what I was implying. I'll just bring you up to speed so you knew.
Stunting on Jeezy. He getting, man.
Look, I don't like Jay Jerkins, whatever his name is. Sorry, I tried. I can't do it. Okay, old school, the Beatles.
This guy went way back.
Hey, look, they're producing.
Who's the one producing their records for the Beatles?
They produce most of their stuff.
I know they produce, but they usually had
They have a producer.
maybe at least one person, one or two people that like made the record.
Yeah, like arrange it and stuff. Yeah.
Or even a songwriter.
Yeah,
like
because
the songwriter for the record.
Yeah.
So they had to record it when they recorded it live. They used to have to arrange it different.
Yeah.
It wasn't like they had, like a soundboard. Producers, like rap producers, they got soundboards. They boom boom tap, boom boom tap. Like when you do.
Okay. Daniel said Twister is another record producer. What is Twister produce?
Twister.
I don't think Twister did anything. Like if you're gonna mention these people, name some of the stuff that they did so we have an idea. Because as far as I know, I've never heard Twister produce anything. All right, I'm kind of coming to the end of the list. We already mentioned J. Cole. We mentioned Large Professor. Did someone mention
I was
DJ Paul?
That would have been on Large Professor. Yeah, Large Professor. Oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Large Professor dope.
Yeah, them Nas joints.
And, absolutely. DJ Envy, DJ Clue.
You heard what he just said?
What?
He said Nas wasn't that hot, man. Get off.
Yeah, you gotta go, Jules. Bad. We already bad and we can't hear you, so I'm glad I can hear that.
Wildin', bro.
We had 2 good years.
He killed your boy. Just own it. That's why he's so hating on him, because he killed your boy. To this day.
Nas had 2 good years, man.
Bro, you wild. I'm telling you, no Jay-Z joint is touching Illmatic or It Was Written. No Jay-Z joint is touching.
No Jay-Z album is touching Illmatic.
No Jay-Z album. No, none of them. Not even close. It's not even coming close. No Jay-Z album, either one of those.
He's right.
Hey, look.
I'm just saying. And you know how I think Jay's the GOAT. But no Jay-Z album is touching.
Man, if both of y'all don't get off my lawn, you know what I'm talking about?
Love Jay-Z, but come on, man. We already know what it is at the end of the day.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, K-Slay, Funk Flex. How y'all feel about them?
Yeah, gotta give it to K-Slay. Rest in peace.
R.I.P. my man, K-Slay.
You know?
DJ JK. Oh my God, man. Get out of here, Pip, man. It's a fool. Only you. Nobody know JK. Get out of here. What's good, P? Welcome in. Travis said, wait, Khalil Beats or DJ Khalil? Because we did mention him. But everybody like didn't know what I was talking about.
Who the hell is DJ Khalil?
I know Khalil Beats. I don't know DJ Khalil.
That's Jungle Beats.
I'm trying to think of a song that you would know that he did.
That's Jungle Beats, ain't it?
I'll look it up real quick and then I'll let you know. I'll mention some of the stuff he did. But all right, ladies and gents, for all those here,
last honorable mention, I want to throw Black Milk in there.
Which ones?
Black Milk.
I don't know who that is.
Jay knows who it is.
He from Brooklyn?
Nah, Detroit.
Detroit.
Oh, I know what he's talking about.
What he do?
Damn it.
He must be like one of those underground.
Yeah, he's like underground, but he kind of belongs in the same camp as like most Detroit producers. So he came up underneath the tutelage of Jay Dilla, Slum Village, you know, like a lot of that kind of stuff.
You don't like Jay Dilla?
Yeah.
A Jay Dilla song. Like that's like I can't say I know Jay Dilla. I couldn't name you a Jay Dilla song.
That's fair.
Yeah, Jules, you gotta go. You bugging right now. How do you not know? Okay. DJ Khalil did that song on G Unit. Remember that song?
On G Unit.
Which one?
Lay You Down. I don't know what you've been thinking. Don't know what you've been drinking. But you keep talking, coming around. I'm gonna lay you down. You remember that one?
I ain't listen to G Unit like that. You know that.
All right.
Hey, Jay, bro. He is hell.
I'm trying to think of some like he did a lot of underground stuff.
Nah, I wasn't listening to that. I can't say.
Okay, he did Jay-Z. I made it.
Which one is I made?
The Mama I Made It song off of Kingdom Come. One that everybody hate.
That song was trash.
That song was trash.
Yeah, come on, bro. That wasn't no Kanye. That wasn't no Kanye Mama dedication
That's
song.
why I didn't remember it, because Kingdom Come, I threw that album away.
Oh man.
Yeah.
All right, look, I'm naming stuff. Y'all said y'all don't remember it though. All right, well, you can look them up on your own time.
Word.
I tried, y'all. All right. Moment of truth, everybody that's here and everybody up on the panel. It's time to figure out who are we putting into the Hall of Fame, Mount Rushmore, as well as the honorable mention Hall of Famer. So who we going with?
Is Ye a consensus?
Huh?
I said Ye is a consensus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody in the live chat, how y'all feel about Kanye being in the Hall of Fame?
Besides outside of his music, like musically.
Yeah, just strictly music.
Musically.
You gotta put Ye up there, man.
Yo, bro.
Okay.
Yo, he had like 3 or 4 classic
albums. Yeah.
He had 3 or 4 hard classic albums, bro, which he produced.
Yeah.
So he up there.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna argue that though. Like Kanye, and not even including his stuff, like the stuff he's done for everyone over the years.
Exactly.
So we all in agreement with Kanye?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me write this down. All right, we got Kanye, that's one. Who else? We need oh dang. Trav said he's okay.
Who?
Wow. So you're not in agreement, Trav?
He wild.
He said he's okay.
No, he's wild.
Who?
He said Ye is okay.
Wow.
I mean, to each his own.
Nah.
Personally.
I don't know, Trav. You might go back and listen to that old stuff. late registration and graduation.
Well, you can even talk about.
Man, just listen to the blueprint. The beats on the blueprint. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Man, stop.
Well, remember, he didn't do everything off of Blueprint.
I know he did everything but a couple of joints.
He had 4 or 5.
But the ones he
had
did
5
do,
tracks on the Blueprint.
Yeah, like Never Change. What?
He had 5 tracks on the Blueprint, and that's
he had Izzo. He had Never Change.
he had Takeover.
Takeover.
Oh yeah, did he? He did take over.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, I thought someone else did take over. Yeah, he did. Okay, let's come back to me. Okay, what were the other two then?
Never Change. Never change.
Never Change that banger.
And I think did he do Harder City or
He did Harder the City.
Harder the City?
He's
Yeah.
gonna get at the
Oh, he
back.
did do that one. Okay, so what's the fifth then?
Hold on.
Who about to pull up? About to educate you real quick. Girls. There you go.
Nah, I ain't do
Oh
good.
no, somebody else. Just please.
All I need. All I need.
A new coupe. Check. Yeah, that shit went hard.
Yeah, that was 5 right there.
Okay, yeah.
2, 3.
Travis said I'm not really a Kanye fan. Wow.
Who did Hola Vito? Timberland. Yeah, that was Timberland.
That was Timberland.
Yeah. 1, 2.
What's good? At it again. How you doing? Through the fire or the wire? Yeah, it's through the wire. All right. So yeah, I mean, everybody in agreement for Kanye. I don't see nobody else opposing. Yeah, no, it was you were right. It was through the wire. At it again. How you doing? Welcome in. So again, all those coming in. The topic of conversation is when it comes to famous music producers, which 4 would you put into your Mount Rushmore Hall of Fame, as well as an honorable mention, a +1? So who would they be? So right now we're at the point where we're doing the Hall of Fame. Which ones are we putting into the Mount Rushmore Hall of Fame? So we say Kanye, he's 1. No one else is opposed, so Kanye's got the first spot. Huh?
The Blueprint was his first tracks too. Those was like the first tracks he got real credit to.
Well, no, he's done stuff before that, but as far as like popularity, those were the ones that, like, you know, everyone knew who he was after that. But he's done stuff way back.
Real credit to him.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely credit him for that one. All right, so who else we putting into the Hall of Fame? Who else y'all feel?
We gotta pick somebody R&B-ish.
R&B-ish?
And just have all hip hop. Because there's ladies that's listening, so I would say, as far as a R&B producer, R. Kelly. What the hell?
You really trying to push it, R. Kelly?
No, I mean, who else you want to produce? Who else you want?
I would say either Teddy Riley or like Babyface or somebody like that.
Why?
Quincy Jones, man. Quincy
Jones, yeah.
Okay, Quincy Jones.
I was Gary Quincy.
Yeah.
Yo, Jules is stuck on R. Kelly, man. You must be fresh off listening to Chocolate Factory or R or something like that.
He was stepping to the name of love.
Yo, y'all remember the R album?
Oh man.
No, y'all don't remember the R album.
All right.
That was CD. That joint was hard. You don't remember that.
So Quincy Jones,
Yeah. Quincy
number 2.
Jones.
Yeah.
Everybody else, y'all feel the same? Cheat, Jules.
Yeah, I say Quincy.
Everybody in the live chat. At it again said Barry White.
Now on the Mount Rushmore.
Travis said Tank. Tank produced?
Tank?
What? Tank did produce. Yeah, he did.
Might as well put Jay Holiday on there. You're gonna put Tank. What the hell?
You can put Bell.
What's wrong with Jay Howard Day?
That's his name, right? Biv DeVoe from New Edition.
But he ain't going on my Rushmore.
Nah, he right. He ain't. Nah, you right. He ain't.
All right, so majority rule on Quincy Jones, number 2.
Nah, man.
Yeah, bro.
Nah,
Quincy Jones.
Nah.
Yo, he worked with Michael Jackson. What you talking about, bro?
Yeah, but every
He
song-
definitely did.
Come
But
on, man.
I know, but he
Come
didn't.
on, look at all the people he produced for. Like, what are you talking about?
You gotta say Barry Gordy too,
Yeah.
because Barry did a lot of stuff for Michael.
You know about Smokey Robinson too?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, reason I'm saying Quincy and I'm agreeing with Free on this is because
Quincy,
like he's just got that universal sound, like Ray Charles, all of them.
Okay.
So I don't know if no one else is opposing Eddie Murphy. I don't think Eddie Murphy produced stuff. What do you produce?
Eddie Murphy used to write and produce.
party all the time, party all the time.
He had a whole
No,
album.
that's one.
He had a whole album, dog.
That's one damn song.
I'm telling you, he had a whole album.
Rick James, his aura. I see.
Yo,
I don't hear nobody else like really opposing, so I guess Quincy's number 2. Chief, how you feel?
Yeah, I say Quincy's number 2.
Yeah, Quincy.
All right, Quincy's number 2.
nah.
All right, moving on.
No.
Moving on.
You can't move on, bro. I'm not putting Quincy Jones up there. There's somebody else that produced.
Who? Sorry. So who we putting there, Jules?
Somebody with R&B hits.
Quincy Jones.
Are you naming artists added in or producers? We're talking about producers. I don't think Will Smith did anything.
Nah, they had DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Oh, she's probably talking about Jazzy Jeff. He's another one. He's dope.
All right, we're gonna go.
So, Jules, who we putting then? Since you are anti Quincy Jones,
we're gonna go Quincy.
we going with Quincy?
Yeah, we're going Quincy. Sorry.
All right, thank you. All right, who's number 3?
All right, so
I say Neptune.
Neptunes. All right, I say Neptunes.
Yeah,
Because that.
I would say Neptunes as well.
You could have said Teddy Rap.
Where's AG?
I would say Neptunes as well. But really Pharrell. Not necessarily really Pharrell.
The Asian guy did more producing than Pharrell.
I mean, they're all in that same category.
So you can't say Pharrell and leave out the Asian guy. You can't leave him out. Or
Chad Hugo.
When I watch Despicable Me, like the movie, it says the original score is by Pharrell Williams, not Neptune.
I know that, yeah, because he produces.
Yeah, but when you make his own stuff, like they'll do like producer credits for the Neptunes is fine, but Pharrell is like taking things beyond that by himself.
I totally agree with you.
Yeah, Neptune's on there.
I totally agree with you, but I couldn't leave out Hugo. Albums together.
I bet you just now remember his name.
Well, nah, Jaden said his name earlier.
What's that?
That's the first time you said it this whole night.
Wait, what happened?
Talking about Hugo, the Chinese boy from Neptune.
Oh, now
what about
we being racist on top of it? How you know he's Chinese?
Look, when you think of Neptunes, you think of Pharrell. So
Yo,
you might as well say
Asian
Neptunes all together.
Okay, my bad.
gotta say Asian.
Asian.
Because they're on the Asian part of Europe.
Alright, he Asian.
All right, so we doing Neptunes? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't see nobody opposing, so. All right, we got 2 more. Who else we going with?
He's Indian.
Indians and Asia. You
No,
don't
they're
call
not.
that? Yes,
No,
it is.
India is its own freaking area in Europe.
It's an Asian.
No, it's
Look
not.
it up. Yeah, you're gonna look crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
South Asia?
Yes. It's Southeast Asia.
Southeast Asia. All right, I get it. Okay.
Who's he saying?
Southwest.
We having a little geography lesson right now. We're trying to figure out if Indian is part of the Asian community, which it is, by the way.
Southeast Europe.
Southeast Europe? What is that, Jules? What is Southeast Europe?
Yeah.
And give me a producer from there while you at it.
We're gonna go with Neptune.
Give me a producer from Southeast
DJ
Asia.
Khaled.
Or Southeast Europe.
Dude did Punjabi MC. Killed it.
All right, so who we doing for number 4?
And personally, for me, it's Alchemist. I don't know if he's gonna make it on people.
Alchemist?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say out too. I'll say out.
I agree with Alchemist. I was actually just thinking him too.
I'll agree with out. Man, we all got the same top 4.
Pretty much.
Yes.
Alchemist, boy.
We all got the same top 4 list.
Except he ain't what quit.
I might have to think about that one.
Even though he did produce for my
So we going with Alchemist as number 4?
Y'all can go with Alchemist. I might go with somebody else, but I gotta think about it.
Who?
Who you going with?
We said yay, Quincy. Who's number 3?
Neptune.
Neptune.
So we said Kanye. We said Quincy. We said the Neptune.
Yeah.
I'd put Alchemist in it because that kind of balanced out.
What about James Brown?
What about who?
What about James Brown?
James Brown? He produced that?
Yeah. You gotta think, James Brown is the most sampled artist of all time.
Yeah, but that's not because he was a producer. That's just because his
Yeah, we talking about the producers.
I know, but I'm just
I know he's
saying
a
he
sample.
still made his records though.
I don't hear nobody saying too much. I mean, I heard Alchemist. So.
Man, that East Coast bias is strong, boy. I'll tell you something, bro. Like,
man, that's what hip hop was made at. They know what's tight.
damn, yeah.
All right. Alchemist is number 4. Okay, last one before we wrap it up. Who's the Hall of Fame honorable mention?
Me personally, it's Premier.
Dr. Dre.
Okay, that's
Premier?
Dre.
he might be right.
Dr. Dre is the honorable mention.
Yeah, it's gotta be Dr. Dre. Yeah, never mind.
Dr. Dre?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I would probably bump Dr. Dre.
We didn't really talk about Diddy as a producer, though, did we?
But we gotta have like R&B too, man.
We did. The Hitman.
I mean,
That's Diddy's group.
I will take Quincy Jones out there, like I said, and put Dr. Dre in there.
Quincy Jones, honorable mention.
So
Yeah.
put Quincy as an honorable mention and put Dr. Dre in the 4th.
Yeah.
I just want to say, without Quincy Jones, there might not be hip hop. To be honest with you.
He
got a point there.
No, he don't.
Yeah, he does.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, think of the.
There wouldn't be half the music we have if it weren't for Quincy.
Think of the first hip hop song.
Look how the sound.
The
like,
hit, the hop, the hip.
Yeah,
the
but look
hip. How
how
did that
Quincy
come from?
Jones-
How did that come
Look how
from
Quincy Jones influenced the sound, man.
Bro, No, he did not.
Yes, he did, man. Without Quincy Jones, they ain't Dr. Dre.
No Quincy, no hip hop.
Definitely isn't.
No Quincy, no some artists, but I'm not gonna say no Quincy, no hip hop.
Nah, bro. No Quincy, no hip hop.
I don't know. You outnumbered, Jay.
Say the same about James Brown, because James Brown would probably be the most sampled artist.
Yeah. All right, you're probably right about that too. Yeah.
But we talking about producers, though.
I know, but yeah.
Mom said no George Clinton, no hip hop.
That's true too.
Yeah.
No
point
P-Funk, no, bro. You gotta put P-Funk in there too. But I'll go
Why
like if
hip hop needed somebody to start though. Hip hop
it did.
Hip hop started.
Let's not act like hip hop was just its own thing. Hip hop came from blues. It came from rock and roll. It came from R&B. Like it came from all those elements to form what it is today.
And vice versa.
What he said.
There ain't no vice versa. Oh, Nas hating Southeast Europe ass. What the hell?
He got you there, Jay. And I'm following up. All right. It looks like we got the list, man. Okay,
really
so I'm gonna read it off again.
Bro. Like, come on, you got me with that. Like,
this is a nice list. I'm not even gonna lie. So we got Kanye West, Quincy Jones, Neptunes, The Alchemist, and Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
That ain't a bad list for a Hall of Fame.
What about Juicy J?
No, man, get out of here.
Juicy J.
Oh my God.
I know this man ain't say no damn Juicy J is not going to the Hall of Fame. You can cut it out.
Well, no, let's not say that. I mean,
I got that shit. What you talking about?
I ain't never heard you,
bro. I got the joint.
the first Juicy J is not like, of course, he's not the first 4 inductees of the Producer Hall of Fame, but you know, them and 3 6 Mafia will be like down the line Hall of Famers, definitely.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. But I mean, like, as far as this very moment, like, nah, I can't put them in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. The first 4 inductees, though, it's gonna be Dr. Dre's an honorable mention, Quincy Jones, Ye, Neptunes, and Alchemist. I don't know. Alchemist being in there?
Yeah.
What does each one represent, right? So like to me, Quincy Jones is like the architect or representative. He's like the one that comes before everyone else. Ye is like the innovator or like the changer. Like he changed the culture or the game. I think Alchemist can represent like the class of underground producers that has also kind of somewhat made it mainstream. You know, and has done a lot for both sides of producing records. And Neptunes has just like covered all facets of making music. In terms of pop culture, even. So yeah. And then Dr. Dre is like as an engineer, like, you know, as an honorable mention, but Dr. Dre is like a more than a producer, but as a mixing engineer to me, he kind of represents that. If we're gonna put those people in the Hall of Fame.
Broke it down.
Yeah, hey, look, that was a beautiful breakdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sound like
you agree,
look, I mean, there it is.
You sound like a presenter.
Thank you.
Because he is. That's what he goes to school for.
Yes, sir.
But there it is, y'all. That's the list. Oh, Mom said Burt Bacharach. Oh yeah, we can't forget about him. Austin Powers, of course.
I don't forget about it.
Love Burt Bacharach. But yeah, there's the list, everybody. Again, I'll read it off one more time. We got the Alchemist. We have Quincy Jones, the Neptunes, Kanye West, and our honorable mention, Dr. Dre. There's your Hall of Fame for the Mount Rushmore. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. I do appreciate everybody coming through, showing love and support.
Music composers.
Be on the lookout for huh?
I said we could have said music composers for the older. Never mind.
Oh, musical composers.
Yeah.
He said he was saying we could say music composers for the older crowd, but he was really talking about himself.
Oh, yeah, we'll have to do that for like another episode. But I do appreciate everybody coming through. Big shout out to all my guests coming up on the panel. Big shout out to everybody within the live chat. Just to let everybody know, give you a heads up. Right now, I have a voting poll on my community tab for episode 11. There's several different choices that you guys can all choose from. So continue to keep voting. Whichever gets the majority rule, that will be the theme for episode 11. So here are the choices: foreign versus domestic cars, Marvel versus DC, the world of wrestling, the world of battle rap, and the world of fashion. So you guys can choose between those on which one you want the next episode to be. And whichever gets the majority rule, that's going to be episode 11. Right now, Marvel versus DC is in the lead.
Okay. We already know where the conversation is going with that. So you know. It's gonna be a pro Marvel episode with some slight references to DC. You know.
Hey, look. We still got to talk about it, though.
Now that's the episode. Me personally, I love DC. Okay, I like Marvel and I like DC. I like them both. No hate.
How violent that shit was, bro.
Which one?
The latest one that just came out.
I didn't watch it.
Chris, what's going on? How you doing? Make a love shout out to all my international people coming in. Welcome. I mean, right now, Marvel versus DC's in the lead. So if that ends up being the majority rule, we're definitely going to talk more about that. But I'm just letting everybody know. So if you guys go to the community tab in my channel, just scroll down a little bit. You'll see the voting poll for that. Cast your vote on what you want episode 11 to be. And we're definitely going to talk about it. And be on the lookout for Battle of the Beats 2. That's coming very, very soon. If you guys want to check out the first one, let me know what you guys think about it. I'll go ahead and drop the link real quick before we wrap up. Anything else you guys want to say before we get up out of here?
Nah.
Good talk tonight, fellas. Good talk.
Nah, for real, it was. Was this the longest we've been on?
Nah.
I think the longest we've been on was probably like close to 3 hours.
Y'all niggas been on like 5 hours before.
Nah, I haven't done any 5 hours. Nah, that's too long. I try to stay within the 2-3 hour window, you know.
Word.
But yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoyed this. Again, big shout out to everybody. That's the link right there. I just dropped it for those who want to check out the Battle of the Beats Part 1. Let me know what you guys think about it. Part 2 is coming very, very soon, so be on the lookout for that. A lot of dope beats on the way from all the people that are going to be participating. You guys will see some familiar faces, so enjoy. And I'll see everybody on the next one. So remember, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Anytime I go live, come through, kick your feet up, relax. My home is your home. You guys already know what it is. And remember the 4 things that make this beautiful world go round: peace, love, positivity, and prosperity.
And
So
high
until
tech.
next time. You said what?
I said in high tech.
Yeah, he had to throw that out there.
Man, look, get your ass out of here. Go listen to some high tech. Sitting there
Right.
throwing shade at high tech. How dare you? And go listen to DJ Khalil too.
All right, y'all.
All right, yeah. You went a little too far, but you did. Nah.
All right, everybody. I'm your host, Big Daddy Beard. It's been another episode of Debate Table. The words of Russell Simmons. Thank you very much. God bless and good night. Peace. Gone.
I'm staying on. We staying on. You in the back. We gonna be in the back room.